I know I'm late, but that's because I'm lazy. But I want to talk about Marty Supreme because it is amazing. So I'm not going to waste any more time. Oh, yeah, spoilers, by the way. Marty Supreme started out as an A24 project by Josh Safdie of Uncut Gems fame. Also an amazing film, loosely based on the story of Marty Reisman, an all-time table tennis great. It was Josh Safdie's debut solo directorial film after parting ways with his brother Benny. With Chalamet at the helm as its star and even a producer fresh off of Dune Parts 1 and 2, it was bound to be a hit, throwing actors like Gwyneth Paltrow and big names in the social zeitgeist like Tyler the Creator and Kevin O'Leary, and it was all coming together. After all that, we have to talk about the marketing because, my God, they went crazy, especially Chalamet. Blimps, jackets, ping pong balls, the Vegas Sphere, a fucking collab with up-and-comer SD Kid where he name-dropped the film 3 times.
Since 2017, I'm living the dream, getting the cream, I'm living on theme, I'm doing my thing, it's Marty Supreme, it's Marty Supreme, it's Marty Supreme.
And who could forget the fake meeting with that ever-iconic SWAT? And making sure the most spoken words of his life were Marty Supreme, Christmas Day.
Marty Supreme, Christmas Day. I want to say that so many times. If I go on Jimmy Fallon, I want to say Marty Supreme, Christmas Day. Marty Supreme, Christmas Day. Marty Supreme, Christmas Day. Hey, Timothy, has anything interesting happened to you in your life the last couple months? Marty Supreme, Christmas Day.
Basically, you couldn't escape the film. I mean, the plot summarizes why Chalamet went so crazy because it had legs. Just off a brief summary as well. Marty Mauser is a charismatic but reckless New York shoe salesman in the 1950s who hustles his way to become a world-class table tennis player, driven by ambition and a desire for fame and fortune, leading him into chaotic schemes, an affair with an actress. And, all that seems simple enough, but then they throw so many tense curveballs at you. He clashes with gangsters as he chases his dream, from the British Open to Tokyo, all while juggling personal responsibilities like a pregnant friend and the harsh realities of the American dream. But enough of the background of the film. What did I actually think of it? It's amazing, to be simple. Everybody brings their A game. Chalamet gets the quiet moments, the defeat, but also the charisma and chaotic side of Mauser. Why? Because he is like Mauser. The casting is so good because everybody who plays their character is their character in a weird sense of a way, which is why they perform so well. I mean, we've already covered Chalamet and Mauser's, parallels, but we got Gwyneth Paltrow, a washed-up actress trying to keep on to some limelight while struggling with an abusive partner, like she did in real life. Kevin O'Leary, a real-life billionaire who plays a billionaire prick. It's amazing, and it makes you like those characters even more because those actors are those characters in a spiritual kind of way. But good actors are nothing without good directing, and the directing of this thing is amazing, and finally gave us an answer to the question of which Safdie brother has the sauce. It's Josh. Sorry, Benny. The way this film cuts so quickly and crams people into tight shots to make you hold your breath is tantalizing. It's stressful. It puts you in the shoes of Marty Mauser and his stresses and desperation to make it big. But that's to be expected, truthfully, by this point. Stress-inducing, loud, tight-crowded scenes are where Safdie excels, as we've seen from films like Uncut Gems and Good Time. And the editing leans into the chaotic moments, which is good, because shooting those crazy, stressful scenes is one thing, but it really comes together once they reach that cutting room floor. And the only thing I can fault for the editing is the bizarre decision to have the intro credits over CGI sperm entering an egg, but it makes sense in a way because the pregnancy does play a huge part in the plot. This thing is really well paced, which is surprising with all the plates it's spinning. You've got Mauser's personal and professional life, Gwyneth Paltrow's plotline, the gangsters coming in, and Odessa Azion's plotline, and Tyler the Creator as an almost idealistic, better version of Marty. And while occasionally it might slow down, which can feel even slower because everything around the slow moments is quick, I can't fault the pacing too much. Now, with any good period piece, there's the worry that they won't capture it right. But Marty Supreme gets the 50s time period really well, if I'm being honest. Even with people so ingrained in modern times like Tyler the Creator being in the film, it doesn't falter or take you out of the film, or the time period it's set in, which is incredible. And the script is great too. The dialogue doesn't feel modern either. It really feels like it could have been set in that 50s time period, which they are going for. And that's a good thing, obviously. Right, the soundtrack, and I have a lot to say about the soundtrack. The score is amazing, and the licensed songs hit, but the one that hits so hard for me is right at the end, with Marty seeing his child at the end, while Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears comes in. It's both hopeful but devastating as a song and as a close-up for what we see of Marty on screen. He's hopeful to see his child, but also kind of devastating to him, because that marks the end of him as a professional table tennis player. He made it when he beat Endo, but he never got to the heights that he always envisioned. So his tears symbolize both his happiness and sadness all at once. It's amazing. Chalamet needs the Oscar, man. And I'll be honest, I'm not doing this scene enough credit. It's an amazing scene that made me tear up. So honestly, I'm just going to play the scene briefly so you can see it for yourself if you haven't already. And keep in mind, the quality isn't great because Marty Supreme is still in cinemas, so just bear with me there. But it's not just the soundtrack. The sound design is good too. The weight of each ping pong sound is huge, as it is for Marty. The tears of the babies over the credits with Tears for Fears, emphasizing Marty's feelings with his future life as a father. It's such a great attention to detail. There aren't many VFX, but the ones that are there are serviceable enough. I mean, the only one I can really think of is those sperm-filled opening credits that I brought up earlier, but they're okay. They really throw you into the film with its stakes. Everything is grand, even things that might seem small. Each table tennis match is filled with tension. As we progress, things get more physically terrifying as Marty faces the gangsters and stuff, and it's great. It really puts you in Marty Mouse's shoes. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up now. This thing is so impactful and crazy and really left a mark on me, and I hope you can tell that in how I'm talking about it, because I think it's incredible. As I said, Chalamet needs to win an Oscar. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Marty Supreme. What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear them. Leave a comment and I'll be sure to read and respond. And, if I can leave you with one thing, if you haven't already seen Marty Supreme and you do want to, even though you've watched this review and kind of had some spoilers, go and see it. You're doing yourself a disservice if you don't. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Goodbye.